Hi kids, welcome back. This one, despite the clickbait title, is not about Doctor Who. So that's where most of you tune away.
What a pisser.
But for those of you who have decided to stick around to find out what I'm on about, Omega is a luxury brand of wristwatch, and they have just picked a representative, it may be a massive clue, to the new James Bond. Now, Omega is the luxury watch company that basically endorses the James Bond character and has done ever since Pierce Brosnan. And they always announce a global ambassador, kind of like their top model. So they pick a celebrity to kind of advertise the watches, etc. And in this case, they've just announced Aaron Taylor-Johnson.
How cool is that?
From Marvel movies, Bullet Train, that kind of thing. And the very badly received Craven the Hunter, which I watched and is not awful. It's not great, but it's not awful. Anyway, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, potentially the new James Bond. The reason this seems like that, just because of a watch company, is because they have picked the brand ambassador. They have named the upcoming James Bond ever since Pierce Brosnan. So for them to pick Aaron Taylor-Johnson, it's a very sort of encouraging sign, isn't it? Now everyone knows that they haven't started work on the next Bond film, and that's because it's been a lot of time getting up and running since the Broccolis and Michael Wilson, who were the owners of the Bond franchise, moved it over and sold it to Amazon. Amazon have changed their stance on how they do Bond films. They're going to be slightly different to operating the way Broccoli and Wilson used to. But Aaron Taylor-Johnson was always one of the names that potentially was up, always mentioned in the role. Now, who is Bond going to be? Is he going to be a complete unknown? One of the things about the Amazon thing is the Broccoli's kind of said they ruled Henry Cavill out because he was kind of too old, but Amazon haven't said that. So we don't know. Also, to do with Christopher Nolan wanted to do a Bond film for Broccoli and Wilson, Eon Productions as they're known, but wasn't kind of allowed to because he wanted full control and stuff. But now it's with Amazon, we may get Christopher Nolan. But who do you want to be James Bond? Is this news about Aaron Taylor-Johnson a very strong sign that he's the next Bond? I think so. I think that's a very... they wouldn't announce someone who to endorse their brand for the next couple of years if he wasn't in the Bond role. Aaron Taylor-Johnson, for me, is my number 3 choice for James Bond. My number 2 choice for James Bond is Tom Hiddleston. Now, admittedly, Tom Hiddleston, I mean, he can do anything. He's a great actor, etc. I think the ideal role for Tom Hiddleston is the Doctor. If you've seen the last, which is the second series of Loki, where there's a lot about time travel, a lot of him running around trying to solve problems in the time streams, man, that's pure Doctor Who. It just shows how good he'd be as the Doctor. If you haven't seen it, you just watch the last episode. But my number 1 pick for James Bond is and always has been Henry Cavill. If he doesn't get it, it's like crazy. I mean, okay, he got the role of Superman. It didn't go down too well the way it went. He didn't get his own proper standalone film. And no, I don't count Man of Steel as a standalone Superman film because that was an origin story. And it should have been, like the Superman films coming up, it should have been a lot more bright daylight, happy, like Cavill said himself, saving cats from trees and dealing with Lex Luthor, etc. Anyway, so for me, Henry Cavill at number 1, Tom Hiddleston at number 2, and Aaron Taylor-Johnson at number 3, who may well be the next Bond. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Go!